right now we have the great DJ joining us. Okay, she goes by the name of DJKnowledge, and of course, please do give her a great warm welcome. So, DJKnowledge, you there?
Yes, I am here. Greetings, everybody. Hello.
Hello. So, of course, introduce yourself and let the listeners know a little bit about who you are.
My name is DJ Knowledge. I'm Sisters. I am located in Boston. Good morning to everybody. I'm more of an open format DJ. I
Okay.
play reggae, soca, hip hop. I just love music. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't do too well with introductions because I just love music and I can play about 10 genres of music,
Good.
maybe a little bit.
For real. And why did you call yourself DJKnowledge?
Oh, honestly, it's
Yeah.
a big story behind it. Let me see if I can cut it short. So
Okay.
I used to be in the military,
Okay.
and I picked back up DJing roughly about 2013, 2014. And actually, I was with a friend of mine. We were both in the military, and we used to call each other Unique Entourage with a couple other people. And then when back in those days and everybody's younger, people want to bump heads and one person wants to be great and it was one of those. So finally I was like, forget y'all. I'm gonna be DJ Knowledge.
Yeah.
And then it was
For real.
and then I got the hashtag the Vibe Sisters off of back I think about 2015, 2014 hashtag started becoming really, really big.
Yeah.
And I just love vibes. And then I had also started my rock process. So I was like, the Vibe Sisters. I was like, yeah, we're gonna come up with that, and then that's how we got the hashtag.
For real, I like that, for real. And tell us about the different styles, because you do a lot of fusing of music together, don't you? So tell us how you do that.
Honestly, Kat, I like to play music based on an experience.
Yeah.
You listen to me, I want you to have an experience. Sometimes, honestly, the way how music is progression, it is sometimes verbatim. So, I just go off of spirit, I would say, and allow myself to not stay stagnated in the box, but allow myself to really explore through music. And it took me to come out of a comfort zone because all I used to do was play dance hall.
Yeah.
I am a dance hall junkie. I used to be a dancer too. All them passa dances and frog back and all that. That's my generation. That's my thing.
Yeah.
And finally, I started tapping into soca because my family is from Trinidad. I am a Trinidadian.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Trinidad,
For real.
And started beating soca. Then Afrobeat started becoming big. And Afrobeat, believe it or not, and soca sort of kind of different. It's just different percussion sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the Congo drum. So I started messing with those, learning the counts on Afrobeats, which is the 4 and the 8 count. And I just started fusing them together. I really got to understand more of it when I started playing national radio on 104.5 in North Carolina. And sometimes it's difficult because you have to know how to slow down the BPM without it sounding, too slow.
Yeah.
Learning how to, cut and scratch at certain key points. And for anybody really that's trying to learn to do it, you just have to be open-minded to music.
Yeah, for real. So,
you can't, I'm listening, I'm sorry.
No worries, man. It's all good. I was just going to say, why did you choose DJing? Because, you could have been a dancer, for example. I know that your uncle used to play at house parties. Was that an influence on you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's funny that you say that because me and my cousins were just talking about house parties. You go line and things. We used to line with my uncle, and my other uncle also owns a sound in Trinidad and a big truck, so we do kind of roll in Trinidad as well.
Yeah.
And I could have been a dancer, but it's in my blood. You know, I just feel, well, I just feel and love to leave people with smiles on their faces and experience. And also because at one point, dancehall
Mm.
and the soca scene started getting really boring. After like 2014, it started kicking back up. Good tunes in 2016, couple mainstreams. You know, Vibes Cartel came out with Fever, but I got tired of hearing male DJs playing the same songs.
I hear that.
So
I hear
I
that.
decided to become a DJ.
Yeah, for real, for real. So, this question right now is going to be a bit hard because when people ask me, I don't know what to say, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What is your favorite song to play?
Oh wow!
I told you it was a mad question, but I have to ask it.
All right, so well, okay, let me go by genre. I'm gonna go
Okay,
by genre. I'm
okay.
gonna break it down by genre. So when it comes to soca,
Yeah.
pretty much Marshall everything. I am a big fan of Marshall from the two younger soca days till now. That is the king of soca. And you got to give him credit for what he has done for soca music. He has brought soca music very far.
Mm.
When it comes to Afro beats, I am a big Flavor fan.
Okay.
I like Flavor. I feel like he can appeal to many genres, as in like Afro pop. You know, you got Afro pop, you got Afro house. You know, you got the normal little lovey tunes, the Afro beats, normal Afro beats and stuff like that. So I like Flavor. And when it comes to house music, of course, Black Coffee is like one of the best producers.
Yeah.
He also produces a lot of Afro house hip hop. And dancehall, the governor, the poor people governor, Bounty Killer, that's my boy.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my boy. You know what I mean? I love me some Bounty Killer. And then when it comes to reggae music, I would honestly say Peter Tosh.
Easy. Which one? Which song of Peter?
Step Razor.
Yeah, for real.
That's one of my mother's favorite songs, so that's always been instilled in me. And as a newer artist, I would say Carnage.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I'm not saying that Coffee and Leela and all of them ain't up there, but when it comes to consistency,
Hmm.
Carnage is like right next to Damian Marley and all of them for the younger generation. I really like the way he moves.
Yeah,
And he's an honest guy, and he stays true to himself. That's why I love Carnage.
for real. And I'm gonna ask you now a little bit about the business and being a DJ, being a female DJ. What kind of like challenges have you faced, and how have you overcome them? You're laughing because I know there's challenges.
First and foremost, as a woman alone in a male dominated industry, it's an up and downhill battle.
Yeah,
Even when it comes to the female industry, because, we also have our own little female selectors and DJs and
yeah,
so forth and so forth. When it comes to females playing at the caliber of male DJs, it's very cutthroat.
mm,
And you have some that will guide you and, take you in, and then you have some that will just hate on you because sometimes you might outplay them or they want to outplay you and vice versa.
mm,
Um, Sometimes you might bust an artist before them. So really and truly, it's very competitive. Even when you are trying to create your own lane, you're gonna get into those little scuffles. But it's the way how you handle yourself the most that helps you go through it.
yeah,
Uh, you know, I, I have encountered my fair shares of tussles with my male counterparts, even in the class scene. I've done like a couple classes, maybe like two.
yeah,
The class business is a real heavy business, which I plan on getting back into the next couple few years.
mm, for real.
But I feel like it's time to let go of that stigma.
Yeah,
I feel that as women we broken that barrier already. And then on top of that, you have a lot of female selectors nowadays that are really now starting to get introduced to vinyl, and I feel like a lot of veteran DJs want to use that on top of them,
Mm.
and that's really shouldn't be an excuse because each generation has a different it shifts, it changes.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I also believe there's a bump with that when it comes to technology.
For real.
And the way how to maneuver through that is just keep studying your music.
Mm.
Um, for me, yes, I was blessed to be able to have male mentors. For instance, Badala B from Tech. Well, he used to play for Techniques, Tech Nine, and then I've had Techniques Disco show me a couple things along the way,
Yeah.
and some big name sounds that have sat down and helped me and taught me more about organizing music, which I'll never forget those who have helped me along the way.
Mm.
But the best way to overcome those type of struggles or the cutthroatness and giving up on yourself sometimes when you feel like you're not busting the industry fast enough is just to keep going.
Yeah.
Don't you're gonna go through those periods where you're gonna want to somewhere see your works and the validation, but you can't look for that. You gotta keep going
Mm.
because as much as people want to see you succeed, there's as much as people that want to see you fall.
Yeah. There's always hate, isn't there?
What? That's the world we live in.
For real. For real. So what kind of stages have you played on?
Oh man, I played in Labor Day Carnival. I played in North Carolina Carnival, Charlotte Carnival.
Mm.
I've done a couple virtual events. I've done one in Kenya called Encore Charity Live.
Yeah.
Um, Excuse me, I say a lot. That is so tacky. I know.
So good, man. So
What else have I done? I've done a lot of things within a 10-year time frame as now basically starting to re-image. Because you're going to re-image a couple of times before you get there.
yeah.
Believe it or not. But within this 10-year time frame, I've been grateful to be on and a few couple trucks, couple parades,
Mm.
Radio stations. So, God is good.
Definitely.
So,
So who inspires you, sis?
oh, wow. I've never been asked that question before. DJ Jazzy Def, that's the boy right there. Hands
Okay.
down. I love DJ Jazzy Def.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to sound system, really and truly, I'm a big Soul Supreme fan.
Okay.
I love Jakes. I think Jakes is one of the baddest MCs out right now.
Mm.
When it comes to speech, uh, I look at him and be like, man, when I get in the sound business, I just want to be able to connect, like
Yeah.
boom, because Jakes, man, when Jakes get going, he connect.
Yeah. For real.
So I like Jimmy too. Jimmy's a good one, not only because of that, but he showed real true heart in the business.
Yeah.
You know, but really and truly, I'm inspired by everybody. It's nice to see people's success. It's nice to see what people can do. And during this pandemic, I think that's what really showed a difference is that you
Mm.
got to see people in different light. You got to see people in different talents,
Yeah.
not just in music, but just in everything, whether it was remodeling people's houses. So honestly, I would say right now I'm inspired right now because everybody's inspired by their parents and always an idol stuff like that. But despite the things that has happened during this pandemic and people losing their loved ones and stuff like that, I think when it comes to music, I'm just inspired by seeing everybody doing certain different things.
Yeah.
Like the versus battles and seeing the little DJs make the big big stages and stuff like that. And sometimes it humbles you and I know it humbled me to make me to refocus.
For real. Definitely. And of course, you're the founder of Knowledge Entertainment. How did that begin?
I don't even know.
It just happened.
No, seriously, it just happened. I know. I just how did it? Oh man. Okay, so at first, I was managing an artist by the name of Mr. Guada. He's from Dominica,
Yeah.
and I was playing his music at one point because I did play sound system. I played for New Image Entertainment in New Jersey, and I met him there, and then I started playing with him, and then that's when I started learning how to, you know, become a music distributor. Sending music to Julian Promotions to get it up on YouTube. Uh, trying to figure out Zodiac and all these type of big time, music distributors, and then I started learning that,
Mm.
and then I was like, I can do this. So then I started managing him for a little bit, and then that's when I got Knowledge Entertainment. So probably about 2017 is when it really started brainstorming and coming into full retrospective.
Mm.
And then when I got on national radio, I was starting to break records, like dancehall songs, because I basically was, the one that pushed Caribbean music, reggae music,
Yeah.
soca, Afrobeats. It didn't really matter, and I still kind of kept that form. That's where the fusion comes in. I learned how to break records doing it that way, playing national radio.
Mm.
So once I started learning that, then I started, getting in touch with other artists and stuff like that. So really, I would say around that time frame of 2000, 2017, 2018 when Knowledge Entertainment really started becoming birthed, because at that time it was all about breaking records until
Yeah.
the digitals and the EPs and all that started coming involved.
For real. So what's next for you? Tell the listeners what you got coming up, if it's live on Facebook or Instagram, and of course how they can connect with you on social media.
Well, right now I'm working with Ross Music Empire. Shout out to him. We're working with rock metal, so some people in Zimbabwe. It's nice to work with them. Great people. That is also my manager.
Yeah.
You'll find him on Instagram at Law's Music Lab. And honestly, I'm getting back on the radio. I'm going to start getting back on the radio. I'll be starting my show on Saturdays, beating a lot of soulful music on Pure Vibes Radio,
Yeah.
online radio, Pure Vibes online radio. And that'll be from 12 to 2. As a matter of fact, I'll be on at 12 after I get off with you.
Okay. That's good, man. That's
So,
nice.
yeah, right. That's awesome. So that's 12 to 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. I'm not too sure what time it is over there.
Well, right now it's 2:30 in the afternoon here in the UK.
Yeah, so that'll probably be like nighttime too.
Yeah, for real, for real. So, is there any kind of, before we go, any final thoughts you want to say to the listeners out there? And of course, once again, tell them how they can link up with you.
I just want to say thank you for listening to me. You can find me on Instagram at knowledgeent__, and just be yourself, stay grounded, no matter what religion you are, whatever retrospect, just put whatever it is that you believe in first,
Yeah.
and let music be your guide. And if you love music, you love being a listener, just keep sending us DJs music, and we get it out there for you.
For real, for real. Definitely. And of course, sis, it's been a pleasure talking with you. And it's nice to see and hear another female DJ doing her thing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You keep doing your thing too,
Thank
Much
you.
blessings to you.
Every time. You know what? Keep the link, and I hope you have a good show as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Most
Anytime.
Blessings, everybody.
Blessings. Speak again soon, yeah?
Yes.
Bless. Yes, people, please do go and check out DJ Knowledge. She's got a lot of great different videos on her Facebook page and her Instagram. Go and check it out. It's definitely a pure pleasure to have a little listen. Okay, but right now we're taking it to a lovers rock vibe. We're taking it to some nice music. This is the Great Sounds.
You're locked into none other than DJ Kat the Katalyst, Coventry, Arawak Radio.